Y'all missed the first part of it, but basically, I just wrapped up all the things that kind of transpired to where we are heading into this season. How it was told to me that Kevin Durant is the best player in the NBA because his foot was on the line. His foot was on the line. If he had just a shoe size smaller, that would make all the difference. Even though he went into overtime, shot 0 for 6 last year, still doesn't matter. And the reason why is because, down the stretch of games, I trust KD more than Giannis. Down the stretch of games, I know for a fact Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, they can take it home for me. So it was interesting. It was an interesting conversation being had entering the season. The Brooklyn Nets had the highest odds of winning a championship. Even as time progressed, and even as Giannis continued to give more and more examples that he's undeniably just better than Kevin Durant. No. KD's still better. He's still better. Why? You know. Hezzy tween splash. That's why. He's better because of Hezzy tween splash. So then we continue to progress. The NBA season is over. The Brooklyn Nets make it into the make it into the playoffs, and here we are now. Boston Celtics. If you actually watch basketball and don't watch a bunch of N1 mixtapes and be concerned about Hezzy tween splash, if you actually watch NBA basketball, you would have known the Boston Celtics are actually a really good team. You would have known there was a very legitimate chance of the Boston Celtics to win the series. But hey, some people still believe that Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving were going to win this series. Why? Hezzy tween splash. That's why. Hezzy tween splash. So what happened? What happened in this series? Game 1, Kevin Durant, Kyrie. One of them showed up, not the other one, though. Kyrie came out there. He did his thing. Quote, unquote, the most skilled guard of all time. He came out there, did his thing. 39 points. Shot 60% from the field, 60% from deep. And sorry to the fucking idiots in the room and in the Twitter space and on Twitch. Sorry to the fucking idiots if I start getting analytical. Sorry to the fucking eye test niggas who go blind. Sorry to you idiots. I'm going to have to start referencing to numbers at this point. Sorry to you idiots. Nigga got an eye test all fucking day, but when it comes to actually looking at these niggas play basketball, you niggas go blind. But what did KD do in game 1? 23 points. Shot 37% from the field, 20% from 3. 3 assists, but 6 turnovers. The game-winning shot was Jason Tatum grabbing, cutting to the basket as Kevin Durant played no fucking defense. But hey, man, it's KD. He'll bounce back, man. Why? Hezzy tween splash. That's why. Hezzy tween splash. That's why he's going to bounce back. So what happened in game 2? Well, Kyrie was on the court for 40 minutes. Was held to 10 points and only 1 assist. I'll repeat that again. Kyrie Irving, the most skilled guard of all time, was on the court for 40 minutes. He had 10 points and 1 assist. Shot 30% from the field. Missed was 0 for 1 from behind the arc. And turned the ball over 2 times. Kevin Durant, 27 points. However, he shot 23% from the field. 23% from the field. He did get to the free throw line much more frequently, but 5 assists and 6 turnovers. I was told after that, hey, low, they're gonna, don't worry, those are anomaly games. Boston did what they were supposed to do, and for a fact, Kevin Durant, he's pissed now. He's pissed. He's upset. He's definitely going to start winning games now. Well, why? What's going to happen when he's pissed? What's going to happen? Chat, please tell me what's going to happen when he's pissed. You guessed it. Hezzy, tween, splash. Hezzy, tween, splash. That's what's going to happen when Kevin Durant is pissed. Game 3 came and went. Both Kyrie and KD were on the court, but both of them didn't really show up. KD held to 16 points just like Kyrie. Kyrie again shot under 40% from the field and 0 for 7 from 3. 0 for 7. Most skilled guard of all time. Both of them held to 16 points. KD's shooting splits were better, but he just wasn't as aggressive. Only got to the free throw line twice and turned the ball over, you guessed it, 5 times. Low. I know for a fact KD's not going to go out like this. He ain't going to go out like this. This is bad. He down bad. He's down bad. He can't go out like this. He going to fight through it. He going to work through it. Why are you saying that? Because he's pissed. He's pissed. Well, what is he going to do when he's pissed? He's pissed. Well, what is he going to do when he's pissed? Let me see. I'm still live on Twitch. I'm on Twitter. What am I about to say? Oh yeah, I was told that it was going to be very favorable for him because of Hezzy, tween, splash. That's what I was told. I was told Hezzy, tween, splash was going to make the difference in this game. Hezzy, tween, splash. Kevin Durant ended the game tonight. 39 points. Great. Had another high turnover game. Turned the ball over 4 times. Did have 9 assists, 7 rebounds, but shot under 42% from the field and 27% from behind the arc. As the Boston Celtics sweep the most skilled duo of all time. That's what happened. That's what happened. The most skilled duo of all time got swept. Because I guess there was not enough Hezzy, tween, splash to go around. I don't know. Hey, I don't know. What makes it even worse, in the second half, Kevin Durant shot 30% from the field. 30. So let's start this dialogue. Explain to me why, again, Kevin Durant is the best player in the league. Explain that to me. Explain it to me why Kevin Durant is the best player in the league. Somebody explain that to me. Explain to me why he's actually even top 5. Explain to me why y'all always dick riding Kevin Durant. Please explain that to me. Explain that to me. Explain it to me. Explain to me why he is these things. When has he ever been these things? Because he was playing for the Warriors with the greatest spacing of all time, and everybody else was paying attention to all these other players. So KD had the privilege to play one-on-one. Now all of a sudden he's the greatest scorer of all time. That's why. Is that why? Oh, who is this? Is that why? Is it because he was on the Warriors and he looked that great? Everybody would look that great. Anybody would look completely, extremely better if they were playing on a Warriors team. They would play extremely better. But I was told he was the best player because of Hezzy Tween Splash, because he had a bag, because he was skilled, because he was able to close out games. Did KD close out any of these games? Did Kevin Durant close out any of these games? Kevin Durant had time after time after time after time after time again. He couldn't close any of these games. I was told, this is what I was told. Not only was I told from this, but hell, even Kevin Durant wanted the world to know this since he liked the tweet. Oh, that Steph Curry was nothing without Kevin Durant. Steph Curry was nothing without KD. Steph Curry, no, he couldn't get it done if it wasn't for Kevin Durant saving his career. That's what I was told. Kevin Durant even liked the tweet. He liked the tweet. So that's what Kevin Durant believes. Well, nigga, I don't. What have you done without Curry? What is it that Kevin Durant has done without Curry to put him in the same conversation as Curry? What has that nigga done? What has he done? Again, he had the privilege to play on a team with the greatest floor spacing and player movement of all time. He had the privilege to be a free agent at a time where the salary cap spiked to such heights that he could join any team in the NBA. Then Kevin Durant didn't even have the balls to say how he felt out in public, so that he got on a burner to slander his teammates. That's the nigga y'all be talking about? That's the nigga y'all talk about. The nigga who gets on burners and slander his teammates. Fair enough. Let's take what he said at let's take what he said at face value. The team wasn't skilled. It wasn't skilled enough. Outside of him and Russ, they lacked a lot of skilled players. Fair. Coaching was also subpar. Fair. Want to go to a team with more pieces. Fair. Got lucky enough to where you was a free agent at a point in time where that was possible. You joined with the Golden State Warriors. Cool. Cool. You left. You left that. That's what you left. To join this team with a bunch of non-skilled niggas. That's what you did. You complained about it in OKC, had it in with the Warriors, and then left the Warriors, who had the most skilled players in the league, to join this Nets squad. But we're going to pause on him for a second. We then move on to Kyrie Irving. If I'm not mistaken, Kyrie, if I am not mistaken here, Kyrie Irving did nothing before LeBron got there. I mean, what was he doing? Fair enough, he was young. He was young. Absolutely, he was young. Young, injuries, we'll give him a pass. LeBron comes, shows up big time. We'll give him his credit. Absolutely. Absolutely. Kyrie wanted out of that situation so much so, though, in Cleveland, that he literally told management, I will have a season-ending surgery if you don't move me. Okay. Kyrie, you got what you wanted. Where does he go to? Ironically, the Boston Celtics. A team that just left the conference finals the year before. No, excuse me. A team that would go on to make the conference finals in his first year there, but unfortunately, Kyrie was hurt. So they had the talent. They had the talent. Another player who complained about whatever his situation was, and actually found himself on a better situation. What does he do? As he was trying to lead the Boston Celtics. See, I test Twitter forgets that 1 year in the playoffs with the Boston Celtics. I test Twitter. They go blind. They Stevie Wonder in the 2019 postseason. They blind. They Stevie Wonder. They don't see that shit. I test Twitter. They don't see nothing about what happened with the Boston Celtics. I remind you, the most skilled guard of all time with the Boston Celtics shot under 40% from the field during that postseason run. A postseason run that ended against the Milwaukee Bucks. And in that series, Kyrie Irving shot 35% from the field and 22% from behind the arc. That's what happened. So for all the fucking bozos who keep saying, I've never seen this before. Yes, you have. Unless you went blind when that shit happened, but you've seen it before. You just want to ignore it. That's what you want to do, but you just want to ignore it. But you have seen it before. So just like KD, I guess Kyrie, he didn't like the structure that was in place there. I don't know. Maybe he didn't like the coaching. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why he left. I don't know why he left. I mean, I can somewhat understand Kevin Durant if the rumors are true that he was upset that Draymond called him out his name. You know, I can get that. You know, you want to be in a working environment where you're respected. I get that. But I don't know why Kyrie left. I don't get that. To this day, I'm lost. I'm flabbergasted. Don't know. So then him and KD get together and they move to Brooklyn. Fair. New league, new era. Y'all players' choice. They choose where they want to go. Player empowerment. They do what they want to do. That's what they do. That's what they do. Okay. Before the season began, they just getting comfortable. They sitting down, chopping it up on KD's podcast. You know what Kyrie said? Kyrie said, shit, I don't know. We don't even really see we got a coach. We don't need no coach. I'm a head coach. KD's a head coach. We don't need no coach. I'm saying I don't need no coach. We don't need no coach. We got this. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Kyrie also said, this is the first time in my career where I can look down the bench and say, that motherfucker make those shots in late games. He can take us home. Wow. As if like he didn't play with LeBron James. But okay. Okay. That's what you said. Okay. All right. We gave y'all some passes. You know, injuries occurred. But what happened here? What happened? You can't tell me coaching because you just told me that coaching doesn't matter, that y'all are the coaches. People want Steve Nash's job gone, but remember, Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, they are the coaches. So we can't be coaching. Oh, it's the roster, the way that the roster is constructed. It's not deep enough. It's not good, but y'all went to this team. They actually went to a team that had depth to the roster and still wanted them to trade for James Harden. And as much as, you know, flack people want to give Harden, we might have to give him a little bit of a break here. Because maybe he saw he probably saw a little bit of the future. So I probably saw a little bit of the future. Knew that he was on a team with two frauds and decided to leave. He's like, I can't get out of here. I got to get out of here. Ain't no way I can win with these two frauds on my team. So they trade him. And the Brooklyn Nets got a trio now of frauds. Because in return, they got Ben Simmons, who's another fraud. But I want to know, how is this possible? You picked the coach and then said that the coach, not really that big of a deal. You picked the team and then made roster decisions or aided the process of building this team. So I don't understand why you're upset at what the roster looks like. You should have never even traded for James Harden in the first place. Something that I had been saying from the beginning. Why are you trading for James Harden? Your team was perfectly fine, had the depth, had the flexibility, had the defense. Why would you do that? Why are you doing that? But hey, man, that's what you wanted. That's what y'all wanted. That's what you wanted. Matter of fact, y'all both could have stayed on the teams that you were already on. They were already on championship caliber teams. But hey, this is what you wanted. You wanted this. You wanted it. So why would I not blame anybody but you two? Especially after y'all stunk it up like this in the first round. Why would I not do that? 4-0 sweep in an embarrassing fashion. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing the way that they played. It's embarrassing. And before we move on, I gotta say this. Simmons, again, I always say this. I'm gonna give it another caveat. I hope Simmons is not lying about whatever he's dealing with. I hope he's not. I don't want to make it seem like I hope he's injured, but if he's not injured and he's just lying about the shit that he's dealing with, just so he wouldn't share the floor with those two and look even worse than he did before, because how all of a sudden you were saying, man, I'm ready to go. Then out of nowhere, it's like, I'm not really feeling it no more. That's weird. But mental health is such a massive concern, and back problems can be a little bit iffy. And I would hope that a grown man would not be such a coward not to show up in a four game series. I would hope that that's not the case. So I'm going to continue to try to give Ben Simmons the benefit of the doubt. But Ben Simmons, don't say another word unless you are 100% sure that you are ready to go. Don't say another fucking word. I don't need to hear no other words from you. That's fine. We don't need Ben Simmons updates. We're fine. We're fine on that. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine on that, Ben Simmons. Don't tell us that no more. For Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving to go out like this, it is easily the most disappointing. It is easily the most disturbing. It is easily the most questionable. It is easily the most ironic, humorous way to go out. Because while KD and Kyrie were doing all that talking that they were doing, the fans, Dribble Hezzy Tween Splash Twitter, I Test Twitter, who got a bigger bag. If you wanted them, bro, you got to shut the fuck up for the rest of you. Shut up. I don't want to hear a single fucking word from you. Shut up. Please stop talking. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. I do not want to hear a single word from you ever again. I don't want to hear nothing about no eye test. I don't want to hear nothing about, analytics are killing the game. No, you are killing the game. Your deeper bag talk. Your Hooper versus ball player. Hooper versus basketball player. Hoopers, they just got a feel for it. Passing is second nature to them. All that dumb shit. Please, and I do mean please, shut the fuck up. We as an NBA community are trying to improve the dialogue that we're having. We can't, when idiots like you continue to push dumb narratives like, oh, Zach LaVine is better than Giannis because of Tween Hezzy Splash. Because of Tween Hezzy Slash, I'm all over the place. Tween Hezzy Splash is the reason why Zach LaVine is better than Giannis. Shut the fuck up. Stop talking. I don't ever want to hear anything from any of you. Kevin Durant is going to play better. Why? Because he's pissed. What does that mean? What does that mean? Do the Brooklyn Nets have the personnel to actually exploit how the Celtics are playing? Yes or no? Nah, he's just KD's pissed. He's pissed. So he definitely going to be extra tween, hezzy, tween, behind the back, splash. Oh, yeah, he definitely going to be doing that tonight. No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. You would have thought Kevin Durant was this omnipotent being that's just floating around the end of court and nobody can even come close to touching this nigga. No, he's not that. Great player, all-time great. But that nigga did not make Steph Curry's career. It's the other way around. Curry made that nigga's career. In terms of him being a top 15 to 20 player all time, Curry made that nigga's career. Draymond, Klay Thompson, that Warriors team made it to where Kevin Durant can be in the conversations of top 15, top 20 all time. That's what really happened. That's what really happened. That's what really happened. Kevin Durant would have been a great player. Definitely top 30. Oh, absolutely. But when we start having these conversations about KD being damn near top 10, oh, it was because of the Warriors. That's why it's ironic that the Boston Celtics had to handle this fucking team the way that they did to make sure it was clear to everybody. Oh yeah, Kyrie made the mistake. We're fine without him. We can continue to move on. We don't necessarily need Kyrie. We don't need Kyrie. We're fine. We can move forward without him. The Warriors, once everybody's healthy, we're fine as well. We can make Jordan Poole look just as great as anybody else that we need to fill up. Jordan Poole and Andrew Wiggins, we can make them look great as well. That's fine. We'll move on. We'll move on without you, Kevin Durant. We're fine. We're fine. We actually beat you in the conference finals when you had a 3-1 lead and you choked that away. Remember when you choked that? Remember when y'all was saying I've never seen KD play this way before? Just go back and look at the 2016 conference finals and you'll see him play like this. Go back and look at it. Go look at games 4, 5, and 6. You'll see KD playing just like this. Just go back and look. You'll see it. You'll see it. Westbrook got a lot of blame for that, but go back and look. Go look at the numbers. Go look at the games. You'll see Kevin Durant looking similar to what we're seeing right now. You will see it. And before we let some people talk and before I end the stream, this idea, these conversations that we have about teams and why players or why teams are going to be good, not because of any scheme, not because of discipline, not because of continuity, not because of how they actually score the basketball, the fluidity of the offense, not because of the depth, not because of matchups, but simply because the name on the back of somebody's jersey. We're talking about resume talk in 2022. I don't give a fuck what Kevin Durant did in 2018. It is 2022. He's on a different team. Don't stop telling me about what this nigga did months and years ago. Y'all did it with this team, and y'all did it with the Lakers. For whatever reason, y'all think resumes win championships. It doesn't. It does not. Stop telling me what somebody did in 2017, 2018, 05, 2010. Stop telling me that shit. None of that shit matters. None of that matters. We talking about what niggas doing today. And today, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving cannot be the most skilled players or skilled duo of all time. Literally cannot be. Not after that performance. They literally cannot be. Because I'll tell you this. LeBron wouldn't play that bad. LeBron James absolutely would not play that poorly. Absolutely no way. There's no way LeBron would be playing that poorly. Absolutely, positively not. So if you want me to put KD as the best player in the NBA, I'm holding to the same standard that we would have been holding LeBron to. There's absolutely, positively no way that LeBron will perform as poorly as Kevin Durant did in this series. Shout out to the Boston Celtics. Shout out to the Boston Celtics for exposing these frauds. Great players. All-time great players. But no. And for the people out there who were saying the 2011 NBA Finals, fair enough. Fair enough. But I've never seen LeBron have the lead of a team, him leading a team and play this poorly. I've never seen it. I've never seen him leading a team and did this. Never seen it. Never seen it. But we move on. Boston Celtics moving on. Brooklyn Nets got swept as they should. Make sure you keep them fucking brooms out. I don't want to hear no fucking talk about KD a name again in these conversations. He not top 1. He not top 3. I don't even know if he top 5. I got to stop and think about it. Because after a performance like this, horrible. To the people who are in stream right now, I'm going to end the stream. I thank y'all for coming out. I thank all 3,000 plus of y'all been in here. Jesus Christ. If you want to continue the conversation, follow me on Twitter, Legend of Winning. Until next time, I'll see you all later. I thank y'all. I'm hosting a space right now, Legend of Winning. To the audience members in Twitter spaces, I'm going to bring some people up because this dialogue must be had.